everyone, it's Lily here at the MedTech Awards night. Now I'm catching up with Steve. He is from Welcome Health Ventures. We're going to find out a little bit about your company. So Steve, please explain what exactly is it that you guys do?
We try to bridge ecosystems together. We know health is really a complex area. They say it takes a village to bring up a kid, right? But it takes an entire ecosystem to scale good innovation in healthcare. So what we want to try and do is connect everybody and scale good stuff. We need to identify it, we need to scale it, and we want to create global innovation highways and fast track good proven solutions to improve human health.
Incredible. Okay, and then are you doing it within this region and within Dubai, or is this something connected obviously across different regions as well?
So we're HQ'd out of the UK and we work across the GCC, but we are focused on both the UAE and Saudi, and we are about to open up an office in Australia and the States and Ireland.
Wow, incredible. And I think it's amazing. I think that our whole idea of ecosystem, when you talk about technology, it's definitely all based on interconnection and bringing everything together. Yep. So how is it possible to do that, especially between countries? Because that is difficult, because healthcare is very different in different regions, and even how we adopt healthcare as well. Like the UK might allow certain drugs and certain tech to be allowed, whereas other places won't.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you can really try to complicate the issue by looking at regulatory frameworks and looking at access to markets and so on. But at the very heart of this is human relationships. It's trust. Yeah. It is about, if you tell me that something is good, you've filtered out the 98% that's not, and I trust you. And so we want to create a community, an ecosystem of trust, where we are able to quickly identify what is working and what is not, and really reduce the time it takes to scale good innovation. You can look at IVF, MRI machines, Da Vinci. It takes 15-20 years to scale this stuff in order for it to be considered normal, and that's wrong. It's immoral. It's criminal. How do we allow this to happen as human beings, right? So that's what we need to fix. We need to identify the good stuff, scale it quickly, based on trust, based on community.
Yeah, and if you actually have this kind of like central force that can allow that to happen, it really is key, because really I can imagine right now that doesn't quite exist and everything's very segregated. So having that kind of like that force in the middle that connects everything like a glue is really important.
I like to call it like divorced parents, right? Who don't want to talk to each other. Everybody is quite protective. But when we talk about human health, it really does not matter about the color of your skin, the religion, who you are. We are just biology, and we have a responsibility to share and scale quickly. And often it comes down to capacity, and this is what we want to work on. How do we reduce the barriers for scaling good stuff? And that's what we're really passionate about, and we do that by working with regulators, working with our friends. Academia, sharing, collaboration. It does not need to be protective.
No, that's so true. And I do think we live in a world now where everything is so much more open, but also very closed off in certain ways. We have our technology, we have our pattern as well, and that can cause segregation, which is amazing that you're working to help alleviate that and help actually just get it to the people.
I think also it's about the momentum. Try not to overcomplicate everything. Today I've been using the analogy that everybody's on their train journey, and you get on and you get off everybody else's journey, and we get on and we help understand it, and then we push you along further, faster down the line, and then we jump off.
And let them
go.
Yeah.
Let them go.
It's like a bicycle as well. Like when you have a child on the bicycle and you're like, finally you can go, and they just accelerate down the hill. So, thank you so much for your time, Steve. I really enjoyed this conversation.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.